Hey guys, FatsoGamer here, and this video is all about my first impressions of the new update for No Man's Sky called Next. Okay, let's get started. So, first thing you'll see when you open it up is you'll get this little screen that says basically there's going to be some updates in the game. 1 being multiplayer, 2 being the visuals, 3 being that you've got this freighter mission, and unlimited base building. The next section says that you have lost your base and that they've stored it, but they don't really tell you where they've stored it. So I was actually hoping for a little bit more of a tutorial when I first started this up, because obviously when you start the game, well, the first series of it, you don't actually get much of an explanation. So I was really hoping with this update that they'd have a bit more information, bit more of a go through, but you don't really get that. Okay, you can see on your screen now we've got this terrain manipulator. So this is fairly similar to the old one in that you can build things, so whether it be the circular or square ones. It now gives you ability to mine, so you can actually make holes in the ground, make big tunnels, things like that. Really good for avoiding weather as well. Going into our display here, so our multi-tool inventory, you can see I've got these things that say obsolete technology. What they do, so obviously it's things from the game that are no longer in the new one, and you basically dismantle it and then you get this thing that's worth 50,000 credits. So just a way of compensating you for not having that anymore. The thing that's really quite different about this, which I wasn't expecting, is they've changed the name of a lot of things. Like iron's no longer called iron, it's called ferrite, and you've got different grades of it as well. So you've got things like pure ferrite, ferrite dust, and they haven't really explained what that's going to be used for, whether it's just a way to save inventory space, or whether you're going to need pure ferrite for other ones, or you've got to, if you get ferrite dust, you've got to always refine it into pure ferrite. I'm not quite sure. Pretty much everything's got a new one. So there's like one that's oxygen, there's condensed carbon, which is like a pure form of carbon, I assume. Frost crystals, I'm not sure if that's what they were called previously. Uranium, I don't even know what that is. Now, copper is copper, silver's silver, gold's gold. Those are the only ones I've sort of come across that are the same. Everything else has had a name change. Good thing with this, well, they're saying unlimited base building, but I think what the unlimited is going to refer to is that the fact that any world you go on, you're going to be able to build this base module and you're going to be able to construct your base there. I know that now you can build to a ridiculously high level as well. I think there will still be a physical limit. So before the capacity limit was 2,000, maybe they'll bump it up a bit, but I just don't think they've got the memory to enable you to build a base over a whole world, for example. There is still going to be a hard limit on how big you can build the game. Well, the base, sorry. That's just what I think, and it sort of makes sense. I'm going to bring up for you shortly the third person in this video, but this is some of the gestures that you can bring up. So obviously being multiplayer now, they're going to have that social interaction with it. But this menu as well is obviously where you recharge your items, your ship, you launch your fuel, and that little cog there that you saw back there is how you put in the third person setting. That actually took me a good 25 minutes to find, and it was the first thing I wanted to do in the game. So really, you think when they're plugging such a important new feature, which is the third person view, you think they'd give you some little hints on how to do it. Is good, but it takes a bit of getting used to. So navigating a ship in third person, like instead of putting the planet directly in line with your ship, you've sort of got to go like with the planet a little bit above so that you actually hit it, especially when you're in hyperdrive. Little things like that, and it's just getting used to the different controls, I guess. One of the things that's interesting about this new game is you can have multiple ships. So you can see here down the bottom it's got buy and also exchange. So I could exchange it for my ship, or I could just buy another one. Not sure of the limit of how many you can buy, because this is my first playthrough of the update. I'm about 14-15 maybe hours into the previous iteration of it, so not too invested, but definitely a lot of differences in this, and it really feels like a completely new game. So if you haven't played it for a while and you've got a game saved, it is going to be very different. You're not just going to jump back in and go to the same base, because obviously that's gone, and do the same sort of things. It is going to be different. I really like the way they've spaced out the new space stations as well. So seems to be a lot more ships landing, so a lot more interactions, more ships to buy, more things to trade, I suppose. those. Also, it's more spread out as well, so you'll see that in a minute as I walk around. Sort of feels like a nice big clean airport with, you know, there's more sort of stalls and things where you can purchase things, and it's just a lot cleaner and a lot nicer to navigate. The things that I have sort of found difficult now, I did have a couple instances where I was mining and I was basically mining down and then it would glitch and I'd end up on top of the mountain. I did have some glitches obviously when flying and doing hyperdrive when there was a lot going on. It would glitch as well. So, and I'm on the PlayStation 4, I'm not on PC, so they really have pushed the limit of this game, and there's hopefully going to be some new missions and some new things to do as well, because previously in the game I guess I was only just getting started, but I was just trying to accumulate some currency, and usually that's when I start getting bored of games, because you'll find a way to accumulate an amount of money, and it's called units, and then you sort of get bored because you can buy everything and you don't want to do anything. So hopefully there's a bit to do. Hopefully they start some real like cooperative multiplayer as well, where you can do things together, not just, you know, run into someone and kill them. But anyway, this is my first impressions of the game. Hopefully it's been interesting to you, shed a bit of light on what to expect. Comment below and let me know how you've found the game. Hey guys, thanks for watching FatsoGamer. Please hit like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.